Hey witches, mystics, manifestors, and people just like tarot. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm Ray Luna. For today's tarot reading, we're looking at your March 2025 predictions, or the next 30 days from when you're watching, if you're watching during a different time period. For group number 1, we have this pink cat toy, which is a cat. For group number 2, we have this black cat toy. For group number 3, we have this gray cat toy. So take your time and choose which cat toy is calling out to you the most. And when you're ready, head to the description or comment section to click on the correlating timestamp to receive your reading. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Hey group number 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose the pink cat toy, and with your first 2 cards here, we have listen to your body and well-being. So what I see here for March, or the next 30 days from when you're watching this video, is your body and how you feel could be very important for you. So for instance, if you are dealing with lots of stress, the first signs of you dealing with that stress are going to come from aches and pains in your body. So you could be feeling some stress that makes it so your back aches, or you could be feeling some stress that makes it so your joints are sore. So you are going to be working through stressful situations by looking at the warning signs from your body. So your body could be telling you, hey, you're stressed, you need to find a way to relax. Or your body could be feeling symptoms from what is going on around you. So you're going to be working on a method or figuring out a way to make it so you are going to have less of those symptoms eventually. So this is like finding ways to deal with difficult situations. There could be stressful things you're dealing with, of course, or maybe life events that you're not happy with. But this is focusing on how you can take care of your body and how you can take care of yourself regardless of that, so that you're not hurting more than you need to. So this is a reminder in this next 30 days, in March, take care of yourself. If you need a break, try to give yourself a break, unplug from what is going on just temporarily so that you have relief, or let yourself watch your favorite show or find something new to watch to distract your mind. This is also taking care of your body. So this is saying maybe you feel so stressed that you're forgetting your exercise routine, but it might actually be a really good thing and a stress relieving thing to continue with that routine, right? Like pushing yourself sometimes to exercise or to do something that you're putting off can actually make you feel better. So this is going to be answered from yourself, of course, your intuition, listening to yourself, listening to your body. So some of you have to stop doing something, and some of you have to try to do more of something or continue with something and not put it off further. This could be a couple of different things, and depending on what that is, you might have to continue exercising, but then stop looking at, social media for hours, right? It will depend on what is going on in your life, but it could be for multiple things that you have to look towards or look away from. I hope that makes sense. But your well-being is definitely important. The way you feel about stuff, the way you're thinking. I think this is a month, and this next 30 days, it's all about how you're feeling, how you're processing information, and how you're interacting with the world. So that's going to be something you're dealing with as a theme for this time period. I also see here too, with the moon, and we noticed a little, lobster, and with this card, it makes me think of this one as well, listen to your body. And then I believe this card correlates with Cancer. So some of you guys, you could have that as your zodiac sign in your big 3, or you're just having Cancer energy be relevant in your life, right? This makes me think of being in your shell, needing to retreat in some way, having sensitivity. So allow yourself to process or feel vulnerable or have those sensitive emotions. This is a month. If you want to cry, go ahead and cry. Let it out. This is a month where if you're having deep emotions, which I definitely think you will be, because not just because of Cancer, but with the water. And hey, 2 moon cards. I didn't even realize that. But the moon itself is very emotional and powerful too. So you could be dealing with a lot of emotions and clearing stress out, dealing with stress, getting rid of it, looking at and feeling difficult emotions so you can eventually feel something better. So this is a month not to be hard on yourself. Don't bully yourself. Let yourself feel sad if you feel sad. Let yourself get out what you need to get out. That is going to help you a lot. I also feel like this is a month where you could be more of an indoor type of person, or if you usually are an indoor type of person, you're continuing with that. I think this is a month too. You could be more to yourself. It doesn't mean you won't see any friends or family members or, your partner, but I definitely think this is a month where you might feel like, oh, I kind of want to just, chill in my house, my apartment, and listen to music, or I just want to zone out. Like, this is a month where you could be dissociating in some ways, but I think it's also healthy for you to do this because it's healing you. You're connecting with your inner emotions, your inner world, seeing how your inner world connects to what's going on externally. I think you guys could be affected by, externally what is happening, the events of maybe your friends, family, things that could affect you coming from other people that you don't control. I think this could be part of why you're feeling this way in March in the next 30 days, but you will get through it and you will come out stronger. Because we have the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is finding security and stability in situations that feel unstable, situations that make us feel insecure in some way, or we feel like, oh, what is going on? Or I need to cling on to something. I need safety. I need security. So you are finding ways to feel secure. And I think this alone time is really going to help ground you. Clearing out old junk emotionally is going to help you as well. I think there's a lot you're thinking of, okay? I think you're thinking of a lot. You're using your mind a lot. So this is definitely a month of being in your head. But I feel like that some of this sounds negative, and obviously some of it won't be fun to go through. But I feel like it's necessary, right? If that makes sense. Like, sometimes we have these difficult things to process and go through so we can be more strong, or we can get to the other side. So I think some of what's happening is not your fault, but you could just still be, having those negative emotions when you are dealing with it. But you do have some sort of wish here with the 9 of Cups. You do feel eventually self-satisfied or happy and assured eventually. So this is a positive thing. I also feel like I see this cat here happy with the fish. So I think you guys could be achieving something, even though you feel this way or you're processing through those difficult emotions. You feel this way because you're achieving something, and then that makes it feel like, okay, like I can still accomplish things even though I'm not in like the happiest, highest mindset you can have. Like, you don't have to have that. You're still achieving a goal of yours. In fact, I think this is healthy to process through because it makes it easier for you to focus on what you really want, right? Clearing out what is not needed so you can focus on what's really important. So I definitely think, on a happy note, you are achieving a goal or wish of yours. Maybe this goal or wish of yours, because it's next to the 4 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, this could be something you're passionate about that you're achieving. So this could be like you work on a project in your workplace and you get congratulations from your boss or your coworkers. Or if you are a boss, maybe your employees are saying they appreciate your leadership, There is something here where people are supporting you in some way. It also could be, you could be having the wish come true of finding people who are having similar feelings like you. So you could be meeting people or talking to people who are, they're having the same type of feelings as you. They could be feeling stressed. They could be focused on their well-being and trying to improve things for themselves. They could be going through a chapter where they want to be a little bit more alone. So I feel like you're also having satisfaction of realizing, hey, I'm not alone in feeling alone in some way, or I'm not alone in feeling stressed. So that is also something you're accomplishing or feeling comfort and stability with. But I do think you are achieving something through your own efforts of, working hard. like employment wise, money wise, you're achieving a personal goal that makes you feel a lot happier and realize, okay, I have something to look forward to. I have something I'm doing right, even if you don't feel the best, right? And I also see with dog, we have friend. So yes, you're realizing you're not completely alone. You could be connecting with a friend who feels similar, or this could be dealing with someone you feel like, oh, we have a connection where I can say what I really think. You can vent about your feelings. So this could be meeting up with a loyal friend, a friend you've known for a long time, years, months. This could be someone you really connect with who, once you meet with them, you feel a lot more happy and secure that you vented and told them how you feel. And they're like, hey, I feel the same way. That's what I feel. This also could be having friendship, like support and recognition at work, recognition from your friend. You have some really positive cards towards the end. So I think this month in the beginning, in the middle, will be a little bit more difficult. And as it is towards the end of the month, you could be feeling a little bit more happier and more grounded with what is going on around you. And in the guidebook, these two cards next to each other can sometimes signify a destined friendship. So you could be meeting someone new too who you really connect with in this way. This also could be through the internet, because with star and moon, I'm thinking like, satellites or something connecting, even though you can't physically connect with it, right? So like the internet, networking. It also can talk about having trustworthy spiritual advice, or there's someone you look up to spiritually. So this could be like, watching videos like tarot. You could be looking for that guidance and feeling comforted by it. Or this could be, if you have a religion you follow, you could be looking up to, the person in that religion who's giving you a lesson to apply to your life in a spiritual way. But you are very spiritual, and listening to your body as well can be spiritual. So you are connecting to your intuition and how you feel. I also feel though, like towards the end of the month, you're definitely going to feel a lot more comforted, less alone, more supported, more community. I also feel with star and the moon, hope and recognition. So you're having some of your hopes fulfilled. 9 of Cups talks about that as well. But I also see this too as finding ways maybe to create art or find something that allows you to transfer stress or anxiety into something beautiful, because the moon makes me think of like romanticizing something. So sometimes, even though life might not always be the best, like we have a stressful situation, right? We can still do something about that in our own way. So a lot of people might write a poem or a song because of something stressful they're dealing with. So try to take the things you're dealing with that are negative and transform it into something else, or transform it in some way. That's also something like the universe, as a spiritual guide, wants you to know that is something that's going to help you using art, music, creativity. This could even be cooking, or, if you build something, there's all different types of art. So whatever type of art you like, use that to create something beautiful or romanticize something that might not be so beautiful. Okay, and I'm going to pull a couple of affirmation cards to give you an affirmation or two for March or the next 30 days. Okay, we have, I am a unique child of the universe, perfectly me, exactly as I am meant to be. So this also could be self-acceptance, finally accepting yourself. This could be related to body image issues or something with your body, feeling more comfortable. This also could be like, functionality. Maybe you have like an issue, so you can't function compared to other people in a way you would like you have mobility issues. This is like accepting that and realizing you are unique the way you are for a reason. There's nothing wrong with that. So this is a lot of self-acceptance related to body or issues with your body, and liking yourself, loving yourself as is. I also see with this other affirmation, it says, forgiveness helps me to let go and move on with my life, opening up to new and loving experiences. So with this could be letting go of past hurts. Once again, accumulation of stress. So you could be really focusing on the new, focusing on how you can feel loved, especially with your body. Your body can hold on to like trauma, negative experiences. So you could be finding ways You can add positivity to your body by, dancing, doing something fun. Once again, with art and creativity, that could be part of that. If there's something unique about your body, you can maybe do art related to that. But I also see this too as just wanting to let go of stress and have, love, joy, fun experiences. Because, the world's crazy, right? So like you could be trying to find some solace through craziness. And this is something to guide you this month that, yes, that's the right thing to do. Moving forward and looking towards new experiences and finding ways you can have a loving experience. It doesn't have to actually be, a love relationship. It can be, but this is just finding things that you love and enjoy that make you feel loved. So that was your reading, group number 1. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If you did enjoy this reading, consider liking the video, subscribing. If you want to financially support the channel, consider joining my memberships. You get a weekly card pull to see how your week might go or what themes to expect. And you also get early access to videos I post. I hope you guys have a great day, a great month, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey group number 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose the black cat here, and with your first 2 cards, we have barriers and sleep. So you have interesting cards here, but for the month of March and the next 30 days, depending on when you're watching this, I feel with barriers, and then this card here, blockage, mountain, there could be some sort of challenge you're dealing with that you have to overcome. You have to figure out a solution to remove a block from your life, from a relationship. This also could be dealing with something that makes you feel uncomfortable, and that is what is a barrier, like having challenges, being brave and taking a new challenge on. That could be something, or this could be communication barriers and blockages in a relationship. Stress that makes you feel blocked, trying to recover from something stressful. So there is a situation here where you're going to be making progress with this block. So it's not right at the beginning of the month, instantly, wow, done, solved. This is something you're going to be dealing with throughout the whole month. So you are making progress with this. You are finding a solution with this, but it will take a while, and that's okay. So with barrier, I feel like you're figuring out how to take on more challenges, like believing in your own skill set, believing you can do something in the first place, having more confidence. You are developing more confidence. You are figuring out ways you can leave anxiety behind, but you still will be dealing with that. But you are figuring out how to walk around that, how to be brave anyway and move forward. I also feel like if there is a relationship challenge, which I'm picking up for some of you with blockage in man, if you are having communication issues, I feel like you're going to figure out a way how to reach someone so that they can understand you. You are going to be figuring out a way to communicate more effectively. And I'll get into that more towards when I get into these cards, but that is what I'm seeing here right off the bat. And with sleep is going to be important this month, so you could be resting more, taking more naps. Even if you're not a nap person, right? Like you don't usually do that. This is a month where you're going to feel a lot more tired because of the blocks you are working through, or because of things you're looking at as barriers in life, things that are giving you stress. They could be making you want to retreat in the way of sleeping more, taking more breaks, and that's okay. This is a situation where it's like, in order to get past this challenge, the universe is saying, yes, it's okay to take it one step at a time and then rest. If that's how you get through this situation, if that's how you move forward, you don't have to move super quickly. You can take your time. And with mountain as well, it takes a while to climb a mountain to reach the top, right? It can take a long time depending on, how big that mountain is, how challenging it is to reach the peak, right? So this is like you're climbing the top of the mountain. You're trying to get to the top, but you're finding out your own way and own solution to do so, and that's fine. I also feel like you guys could be sleeping more because of anxiety. Sleeping could help you feel less anxious because you're fully rested. And once you're fully rested, you feel like, okay, I can take on, more challenges because I'm fully aware now I got my rest. But with the Nine of Swords, yes, you could be dealing and working through feelings of stress and anxiety. But with the Star here, there is a sign of having hope, having some renewal and relief. So something is going to happen this month that helps break up some of your anxiety, something positive that makes you say, okay, we can get through this, okay? If it's that relationship, it's finding out that solution for communication so that they can understand you. If this is a challenge with self-esteem and you don't feel confident to, take a risk, this is figuring out and seeing your own talent and how it's useful, using it and then having a breakthrough and understanding that you should have always had confidence in yourself. So whatever this barrier is, it's like that is the solution. You're like, okay, this is finally some sort of progress I can feel hopeful and good about. I also feel like this is directly related to anxiety, though. You could have anxiety related to this barrier, but also outside of that in general. So this is a relief of some sort of anxiety, some sort of nightmares you could be having as well. So you could be having some sort of relief as things progress throughout the month. Something's giving you more hope. Something's happening in your life events that makes you feel like, okay, things are not going to be as bad as I thought. Some sort of turnaround. I also feel like with the Ace of Wands is something new, inspiring, fiery. So you could be taking a lot of inspired action. Something mid-month could inspire you to not feel as hopeless. Someone could be influencing you, like you could be, looking at something on social media and someone saying something that really speaks to you and gives you hope and makes you feel connected. Or you could be listening to a new song and it makes you feel motivated to have confidence to do something. There's something like that is inspiring you. And with the Ten of Pentacles can talk about spending time with family, having community connections, legacy. This also can be wealth, having some sort of stable foundation to launch off of. So I think you guys are building a foundation for yourself. You're building something to make yourself feel more secure. I also feel like some of you could have anxiety relief from your family, like spending time with your family, your kids, your husband, your wife, whatever is your family. This could even be pets. You are feeling relief by spending time with people who are your family, your connections. And I also see too, your actions with the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. Remember that your actions, what you're inspired to do, this could be part of that barrier. This could build something for yourself. So that's another reason the universe wants me to tell you. One reason why you shouldn't feel, lack of confidence or you shouldn't feel so anxious is that you can build something that gives you more. You can be part of something. You can take action that changes things. So that is one more reason why to be inspired and feel, okay, I have something for me. Don't worry about every barrier. Barriers can be broken down. And I also see here, once again, we see that anxiety being relieved in some way because we have Lily's peace. So this flower is a symbol of some sort of relief along with the star. So I think you're going to have some sort of nightmare, whether that's like, sleeping at night, nightmares, like literally, or something. This is a metaphor, right? If there's something in your life giving you stress, I definitely see a relief of a stressful situation or stressful, people, things. There is something breaking through that is removing this block and making you feel like, okay, I can handle what's in front of me. Or there's some sort of situation you finally are over with, finished with. I do see, though, for some of you, with the Man card, this could be a blockage in communication with a man. So for some of you, if this is someone like you're dating, you're seeing, some of you could have a blockage with a man that will be resolved. You're figuring out a way to resolve the situation with this person. But I also see this too as it could be a choice. So for some of you, this could be something where it's like, okay, this person now understands me, but I still don't think it's going to work. So you might have a situation where you could be sad or have a block with someone because you're going to have to, move on from that relationship. Or it could be something where, okay, this person understands and they do want to make an effort to, not be difficult or be a barrier themselves, right? So this is going to be a choice, and it will depend on how this person acts. This person can go either way. That also could be coming through because of, different people watching. For some of you, you're going to know this intuitively, right? You're going to have to make this choice. Do you want to work with this person? Do you think it's worth the effort? Are they going to understand and listen to what you're saying and change? Or are they going to keep doing the same thing while pretending to understand? So depending on how this person acts, depending how you feel when it comes to this point, this could be an end of, a communication with a lover or a friend, but you will intuitively feel what to do when that comes. And this person also has, they have an effect on the outcome depending on how they take that. Like, do they want to change or they don't want to? Because I feel like there could be a block with a relationship, and obviously relationships go two ways. So it will depend on the actions of both of you, the choices of both of you. But there is a chance here for something to resolve positively, or it could be negatively. Like I said, depending on how both of you want to proceed, it could change. So now I'm going to shuffle some affirmation cards to give you an affirmation or two for the month ahead or the next 30 days. Okay, with the first affirmation, it says, "It is easy for me to attract all that I need into my life. I do this by relaxing and trusting that things are going to work out perfectly." So yes, this could be relating to that anxiety, finding ways to channel that, to feel more relaxed and find hope in your life. Where can you see hope? Where can you see things being positive? What's inspiring you? That can be something to look forward to. And with the second affirmation, it says, "I give myself permission to switch off my mind and have some fun." So you guys could be thinking a lot about things that challenge you, that halt you, that give you stress and anxiety. So this is saying, what can you do that will make you have, again, once again, hope and inspiration, but what is something that is fun for you? For some of you, you could be sleeping. That could be enjoyable for you. You could like sleeping, getting rested. This also could be, like I said, listening to music, watching something fun, playing a sport you like, getting moving, starting to move around, like taking action in some way with your body. But yeah, this is the affirmations for the month of March or the next 30 days ahead from when you're watching. So that was your reading group number 2. I hope you guys liked it. If you did like it, consider liking the video, subscribing if you haven't yet. If you'd like to financially support the channel, you can join my memberships and you get a weekly card pull to see what themes you might experience throughout the week or any messages there. You also get early access to videos by a day. I hope you guys have a great day, a great month, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your reading. So you chose the gray cat toy, and with your first 2 cards, we have commit to happiness and seek seclusion. So this is the card that was under the cat, and this is the second card, but I moved it around so they can fit perfectly. It is funny here because all groups had this message of kind of being more towards themselves, maybe dealing with feelings of anxiety, and you guys are, you're no different than group 1 or 2. So you could be seeking seclusion in the month of March, the next 30 days, because you're dealing with your inner feelings. You could be dealing with some stress, some anxiety, and you're finding out the best way to deal with it is spending time alone, having conversations with yourself, okay? Even if you're speaking out loud and no one's there. Like, you're speaking to yourself, you're enjoying your relationship with yourself, and you're finding ways to overcome, sadness, anxiety, stress. You are finding out a way how to do that this month. I see here with commit to happiness, we see this beautiful rainbow color here and this beautiful outside scenery. So I feel like there's a big theme here of taking things that are dull, sad, kind of gray skies in a way, and making it a rainbow, making it colorful, making it joyful. So I feel like you're finding out ways how to take a negative situation and make it positive. You're finding out ways to see the light even though it might be dark. So that is a big message for this month. You're really committed to finding happiness. It says commit to happiness. So you are going to find ways to make yourself happy, make others happy, and maybe take part in something, take action on something that is positive for yourself and other people. So you could be doing something where you're volunteering your time to make a happier community, or you could be doing something that you feel is bringing happiness to other people's lives. This could be sharing your thoughts on social media, even though you might be alone in your house, okay? Or this could be connecting with your friends and family and feeling safe in that way. So you're doing a lot to find happiness this month. I do see here too, with the 6 of Wands, the Page of Wands, this is really fiery energy along with the Sun. So I feel like Leo, Aries, some of you could have something to do with Aries, like that energy is very important. So that could be in your chart, you're an Aries. Doesn't have to be. This is just the energy that's very much so influencing pile number 3. So I feel like there's this bold energy that wants to stand out. So you're not giving up no matter what. And the 6 of Wands, it's like being recognized, the Sun too, being seen in some way. So people are really going to be appreciating you. People are really wanting to connect with you, but don't feel like you always have to say yes if someone's inviting you someplace. Of course, do that if you feel like it's going to make you feel happier, but there is a strong message of taking time for yourself. So if you have to say no and spend time by yourself, do that. You are going to have a good balance of spending time alone and being able to, shine, be seen, but you don't want to be seen too much that all your energy is burned away, right? You are going to have a good balance of knowing when to put yourself out there and do all that positive work I said, but then you're going to have that other side where you just want to be alone and talk to yourself and see how you're feeling, how you're doing. I also feel with the Page of Wands, this is interesting to me. So I feel like you could be called to do something. So you could be feeling more spontaneous too in March or the next 30 days. You could be suddenly feel like going someplace, suddenly feel like doing something. There could be a call to action. Like it makes me think in, marketing. I work in marketing. So like, let's say you get an email and there's a button. It says, click here to sign up or click here to purchase this item, right? You're going to have a call to action in your life, like how a marketing email would be. You're feeling called to do something. So this could be you're feeling called to travel someplace spontaneously. You're going to do that. You could be feeling called to look for a new job. You could be called to, just do something new. I feel that. You're going to be feeling this burst of energy that you just want to use. And with the Queen of Swords, I will say this is interesting. Like, there's a lot of happy energy here, but there is that underlying feeling, as I said, of like gray skies or something sad. So I think you could be dealing with some undercurrents or kind of like something in the background of your life that makes you feel sad, or you're persevering forward in a happy way, even though there is some sadness. With the Queen of Swords, it makes me feel detaching from what's going on. So you guys could be doing that a bit as a way to cope with negative things that happen in March. Of course, it's not all negative, but you could be unplugging to feel better. You could be distracting yourself in some way so you don't feel like giving up and being too sad. But I feel like in this case, you're doing this in a healthy way. It's funny, group number 1, I believe, also had this message of unplugging, disconnecting in some way for a positive result. So you guys are probably, I feel like, dealing with some sadness, but you are really, as I said, committing to happiness. You're finding ways to be happy anyway. You're finding ways to have hope anyway. You're not giving up with what you're facing. It's not all bad, but it's not all good, right? You're having, life. That's life, right? You're finding out how to be happy either way. So I think your call to action is what is going to make you happy. That thing you're called to do, that is your hope. That's your happiness this month. And with the Queen of Swords, you're disconnecting from things that are making you feel, anxious or sad. And that's why when you're in that disconnect, that could be when you're seeking alone time. That could be when you're wanting some space away. Then when you're inspired, you see that call to action, you're interacting with people and doing something positive for yourself and your community. So this is a really interesting month and an interesting reading for what I'm picking up for you so far. I also see here with the cross grief, as I said, that sadness, you're figuring out how to move away from sadness, a journey away from sadness, and move towards some sort of stability. So you are creating stability for yourself. If you're mentally upset, you are figuring out how to give yourself some more mental stability. And this could be related to things you can't control. And if that's so, this is especially true of disconnecting. If you can't control something, sometimes it doesn't help to constantly think about that. Of course, don't ignore, the news or things that are important. But once you get that, don't ruminate on it all day. Try to direct your energy to that call of action or something else. That's what I feel here. This also could be a month where you're making a lot of efforts to move away from a sad chapter or period from your life, right? Like you could have dealt with a lot of loss, heartache in some way, and now you're deciding this is the month where, you're still dealing with it a bit. It comes in like, hey, peekaboo, this is sadness here, right? It comes in waves, but you're not letting it take control of your life, or you're not letting it stop you from doing things you want to do, like how maybe it previously has done. Of course, if you have sadness and you have to express that, please do so. Don't hold back. But I think this month it's like you don't have any more tears to cry, right? Like that Ariana Grande song, right? You have no more tears to cry. You're done being sad. So you could be dissociating from something, disconnecting from it, and focusing on what is going to move you forward. With ship journey, as I did say here, you could be traveling, and with another confirmation of ship, like I said, I forget these cards here sometimes, but what I said previously is indicating some sort of journey. So if you want to go on a cruise ship, if you want to travel someplace, drive someplace, I actually think this is going to be really good for you guys to have some sort of escapism or move you away from your current environment to a different environment where you can feel, more happy, more safe, take you someplace new and fresh. Stability also makes me think of the sea because we have the anchor and the water. So you could also be choosing what you want to spend more effort and time on this month that could be more clear to you. Grief and sadness can sometimes give us mental fog. It can make it harder to have clarity on what to do. So I think this is also something that's developing for you in March, is you are going to have some fog move away from your brain, your mind, some sadness move away. And this is letting you make better choices or focus more so on what is giving you stability in the future. So you're going to decide, okay, I want to spend more time at work, or I want to spend more time treating myself, depending on, if you're working a lot or you need a break, you need to work more. That's going to be up to you guys and your own life situation, but you are choosing to allocate your time in a way that's giving you more stability. And you can do that more efficiently because you have less stress on your mind. It's still there a bit, but it's not weighing you down. Kind of like how the anchor is weighing down. You're finding where to put weight in a healthier place, okay? And I'm going to put down some of these cards here to give you a couple of affirmations to use for the next 30 days in the month ahead. Okay, with these affirmations here, the first one, everything happens according to divine timing for the best results. So something could be happening in a certain way, a certain time in March for you. Or if there's something you're waiting on in March, this also possibly could happen a little bit later. So you're either having something you've been waiting on for some time happen in March, or if it doesn't happen in March, it could happen a little bit afterwards. But this is saying it's divine timing for the best result. Things are happening according to plan. Sometimes things happen because that's the way they unfold, and the way they unfold sometimes can lead us to something better. Sometimes something doesn't work out, but then we get another opportunity later on. And this is something, I've recently experienced divine timing in some way, right? With, jobs, finding different employment. So you guys could have a situation like that where finally something is happening and giving you a result you want. And with the second affirmation, the universe has something very special in store for me. So this is also another message very similar to this. Please don't give up if you feel sadness. Understand that there is, cycles in life along with divine timing. Sometimes things can be bad for a while and then, maybe just okay. And then there's times things are really great, but it's a cycle. Nothing lasts forever for the good and the bad, right? So this is a message of understand there's something special for you and keep going on. If you don't see it now, your time's a little later, right? This is what this message is saying. Don't feel like giving up and understand you are special. You have something special in store for you. Even if you're leaving this dark period and you're choosing happiness, you're trying to be more positive, you can understand and experience that sadness, but you're finding out you can have more positive things come. You can see the good and you can learn the lessons from the bad. So I feel like you guys are effectively having this balance this month with this message of, okay, that didn't work, but now it can. Or the past was sad, but now I can make something happy. So really nice messages for your reading group number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, consider liking the video, subscribing if you haven't yet, hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. If you want to financially support the channel, consider joining my memberships. You get a weekly card pull to see the themes or a message for how your week might go. You also get early access to videos by a day as well. I hope you guys enjoy this reading. I hope your month is good, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.